Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are finally doing another apartment reset. We've been house sitting recently for the last couple of weeks. We've also been traveling a good bit. In a perfect world, I would have done like a big clean of the flat before we went house sitting, but we were just so busy. There was so much stuff going on. We were only able to do like the bare minimum. So now that we're back, there's a few things on my to-do list. I need to do a basic, kitchen organization. As you can see behind me, there's like loads of stuff just on the counter and piled up that we brought back with us from house sitting. So we need to put that away, do a bit of a light clean of the kitchen area. In the living room, there's quite a few books that have once again gotten out of control. So some of the books I'm ready to part ways with. There's other books and gifts and things that we have started compiling to bring to Canada with us. We're going to Canada pretty soon. So I want to start putting all of those items into another bag so that whenever we pack for Canada, I can actually find them. And then I need to clean the bathroom. I want to change the bedding, and I have a little bit of unpacking left to do in the bedroom as well. I've already thrown a load of laundry in. I did film it. I'll put that in soon. It's really just like a general apartment reset. I'm hoping it'll take me less than 2 hours to get all this stuff done. Oh yeah, I need to clean the floors. I want to do, sweeping and mopping of the floors. If you're new here, hello, my name is Grace. I am a Canadian currently living in Dublin, Ireland. I live in a very small flat and I like to make a lot of videos that are, cozy, relatable. I want it to feel like you and I are just kind of hanging out. If any of that sounds good to you, I would love if you'd subscribe. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cue the laundry montage. Obviously we enjoy traveling and we enjoy house sitting as well. Like where we were staying was a really nice house and we really liked cats and we were minding the 2 cats. But it's quite a lot of effort moving around that much, the packing up and then the unpacking, the packing up again and then the unpacking once you're back, and just all the general tidying up because obviously, we did a big clean of the house we were staying at before we left. And then we're got to sort the flat out here. But yeah, it's all good. I think it's worth it in the end, but it is still a good bit of work. Obviously, before we left, I did do the dishes. I didn't leave any dishes for us to do or anything like that. It was an empty sink, but this is just from earlier today. Figured I would leave them for when we were hanging out together. So at the time of filming this, we are mid-July. It's like July 16th or 17th maybe. And I cannot believe how fast the time is going. I know it's like so cliche to talk about time like that. But time is just one of those things that really blows my mind. It's interesting because, the summer is going by so quickly, everything's going by so quickly. I feel like kids are a really good indicator of time, time passing and how quickly it seems. I've got a lot of nieces and nephews now, and they are really marking the time for me because they grow and they change so quickly. It's like rapidly. And I just think like you guys have changed so much in the last year, the last 2 years, 3 years, one of them is turning 9. So in the last 9 years, I've known you your whole life and you've changed a lot. I mean, like physically and then also mentally and emotionally and all the things. And it's like, how much have I changed? Have I changed at all? What's my personal development like? So that's something that's interesting to think about. But then also when it comes to kids, I think it's interesting because I feel like they even though we look at them and think the time is going by so quickly, for kids, time feels so much more slow. Like, I feel like we can all probably remember what it was like being a kid during the summer and how, I mean, of course it would feel like the summer went by quickly because you enjoyed the summer so much, but you enjoyed the summer so much, you know, and you would experience fun things and you would experience boredom and, you know, things were always different. And time for kids feels so different than time does for adults. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how can we get a little bit of that back? How can we view time the same way that kids do? I think one of the things that we can do is just try to experience newness as much as possible, and maybe tracking like development as well. You know, if you pick up a new hobby or something and you can kind of track your progress, whether that's doing something physical or creative or anything like that. I suppose too, even if you're reading a book and you can kind of see, you know, how quickly you got through the book. I don't know. I think it's more so though, because kids are experiencing new things all the time. And then as adults, well, we've seen a lot of the world already. So it's like we've experienced it, but then also we become very stuck in our ways, and no one's telling us we have to do the exact same thing every day, but we do often do the exact same thing every day. But I think it is finding that balance, because I do like routine, and I don't think like it's anything to scoff at. You know, if you've discovered how you like to live your life or do certain things or whatever, but there's probably room for us to add in variety and newness so that it feels like we are making the most of our time, you know, because life is short, but it can also be long. I mean, not to contradict myself or anything like that, but yeah, there's opportunity here, you know, for us to do new things. So anyways, it's just something that I've been thinking about because it felt like, it, you know, I got smacked over the head with what the date was, and I just can't believe like how fast the time is going. But then I hate when I say that, you know. I also hate whenever I say like, oh, I've been so busy. I don't know. Is this something that you guys think about? Do you have any tips or advice on how we can just appreciate the time and slow things down a little bit? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Anyways, I know this is just an apartment reset video. It's not meant to be so deep or anything. If you're up for it, it might be fun to put like a little challenge forward and just say that you're going to try something new this week. And I mean, that could be something big that you've always wanted to do. It could be a fun activity. Maybe you could go and check out some kind of local attraction that you've never gone to before. It could also just be trying out a new recipe, picking up a new book, or just putting yourself out there and doing something different, essentially. If you do, let me know how you go on. I'm going to think about what I want to do as well, and I'm going to share maybe like a short or an Instagram reel or a TikTok about it after. Once I figure out what that is, I'm going to document it and then let you know how it goes. The last thing for this section, I'm just trying to sort out my teas a little bit. I've been really into iced tea lately, and Earl Grey tea is the best tea for iced tea, in my opinion. And it's been nice because I got a decaf Earl Grey tea that I've been really enjoying. So what I do is I brew the tea, like I make it really strong, and then I add a little bit of sweetener, either honey or maple syrup, while it's still hot. Let it cool down, then put it in the fridge, and then ideally when you serve it over ice and lemon. Make sure you squeeze some lemon into it as well. Super refreshing. Okay, the next thing on the to-do list is a little bit of dusting in the living area. I'm gonna do the dusting first, and then I'm gonna organize all the bits and bobs, and I'll probably have to do a little bit more dusting, and then I'll do the floors. To show you guys this really random thing that we got at Birmingham recently. We went to this little antique store in this small village, I suppose you would call it. And when we spotted these individually, we both thought they looked amazing. We were specifically thinking of our nieces and nephews and how much they would like it, but check this out. It's like, this is so ridiculous. It is like a Russian doll set that are cats. And I thought it was so fun because I remember as a kid, we had a Russian doll set and we used to think it was so cool. I don't know why we thought it was so cool, especially when, you know, you had all these other like fancy toys, you know, electronic things or whatever else. But we just thought this doll set was the coolest thing. So anyways, when we saw it, and then especially those cats were like, oh my gosh, we have to get this, and then bring it to the room that we have at my parents' house on the farm. And then whenever our nieces and nephews see it, I think they're gonna love it.
Dreamweaver that won't let me alone, and it turns my heart into a heavy stone. Look at the maker in the face. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay.
My first load of laundry should be done. Hopefully there's no one in the queue so I can put in a second load of laundry. I need to change the bedding, so I mean I already have a fresh set to put on, but ideally instead of just putting it into the clothes hamper, it'd be nice to like wash the bedding right away, get it folded so it's ready for the next time that I need it. So that's what we're gonna do now. Do you guys switch up your bedding for like the winter and summer? I'm guessing you probably do. I know I have to because you just need, for obvious reasons, something lighter in the summer and something heavier in the winter. It has been quite warm for Irish standards, but we get the sun, like the sun beats into this apartment, which is really great, especially in the summer. I mean, it's lovely to have a lovely bright place, and in the winter, it's amazing because we barely have to turn the heat on, but in the summer, it is pretty warm. So yeah, we have to, we just do what we can. You know, I've got a fan in here and then some lighter bedding for the summer and stuff like that, you know. Because I live in an apartment building and our laundry is communal, you can't always count on actually being able to get your laundry done on the day that you want to do it. So it always feels really good when you can actually get it done. So I got that one load of clothes already in the dryer, and then the bed sheets are in the wash now, so I'm delighted. Steve is normally the one that does the duvet cover for me because he's so tall. It's just like a much easier job for him. Not that it's difficult for me, but it's just exceptionally easy for him. But of course, because I'm doing these reset videos, now I'm the one that always changes the duvet cover, so.
I don't have to look no further, 'cause I've reached my destination. I used to be lost, but now I'm found.
I'm just finishing unpacking now. I did keep things kind of organized, I brought 2 backpacks with me for when we were house sitting. I managed to do laundry, you know, before we left there. So one of them I put all my clean clothes in, and the other one I put in any dirty clothes and like products, you know, hair products, makeup, skincare, all that kind of stuff. So I already dealt with that one. And then this is the clean clothes bag. I still need to deal with these last few bits on the bed, but those are all things that need to go back into the bathroom, and we're gonna finish with the bathroom. So before I get rid of that stuff, I'm just gonna quickly do a once over on the floors in here.
I used to be blue, and so are you, until we knew this love so true. Now I'm ready. Yeah, yeah. This time I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the good times to begin.
Time to clean the bathroom. Okay, here we are. I do need to do a bathroom declutter soon, but it's too much for me to do today. I think I'm gonna do, you know, a separate video altogether for that. So in the meantime, I just need to find at least a temporary home for these products, and then we're gonna clean the bathroom. This is the salt spray that I'm using right now. So it's the Bedhead Salty Not Sorry. I don't really like it. So if you have a recommendation for a good salt spray for your hair, if you're like into salt sprays or whatever, let me know, because this is kind of like a whole new world for me using a salt spray. I am wanting to try out, it's some Australian brand. I think it's called 11 maybe, or something like that. That's the one that my hairstylist recommended, but I couldn't get it. Like I had to order it online. I couldn't buy it at a local shop. So that's why I had that in the meantime. Not too much stuff. I'm gonna have to do this declutter sooner rather than later, I think. There's some products that I have too that is definitely more specifically for long hair that I'll be able to get rid of. I'm going to be, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to Canada soon. I've got a sister that has really long hair, so I'm just gonna bring those products and give them to her.
Way back when, before the grown-up phase, we're one best friend. It was easy going road, life was anything but fair, but somehow we didn't care. Way back then, we saw all the movies on a big screen when we couldn't afford to pay the price. We snuck in through the back, hearts racing as the lights went black. Hold up, when did we grow up?
I don't think we're going to get to the books today. Surprise, surprise. Again, I was probably a little overly ambitious. I had to work earlier today, like computer work, some client stuff. And then this evening, we're already into evening to be honest, I need to do some stuff for book club because it's coming up soon. I need to actually get the tickets posted on Eventbrite and then email the email list and schedule the thing for tomorrow. I couldn't get it done in advance because I was waiting on some information. We were waiting to find out what wine we were going to use as our feature wine. I just got that information, so now I've got to put all that together. Yeah, I got to do that still. And then, what's the other thing? Oh, my friends called while I was in the middle of cleaning and filming. And they're friends from Canada. They've got 3 little boys. You know, we're really close with all of them. So when they call and they give you a FaceTime, then you got to answer, you know. So we had a really nice little catch up and chat. But again, that I won't get to the books today, and that's okay. But yeah, maybe that's for the best anyways, because it might be fun to go through the books in a vlog or something, you know, some kind of different video. So I've done the dusting in here, a little bit of organizing. I'm just gonna stack the books that I need to deal with over there, and we're gonna get the floors done.
When did we grow
we got there in the end. That ended up being pretty long, but it feels so, so nice to have everything just clean, a little more organized. Like I said, I will film a video soon, maybe just a vlog where we'll sort through the books a little bit, and then also I will film something where I'm decluttering the bathroom. I have a few summer diaries vlogs coming up. I'm not sure of the order. I have a feeling that this reset video is actually before the summer vlog that I filmed while I was house sitting. So it's probably going to be this video and then the summer diaries where I was house sitting and then back to the flat. So yeah, I think that's the plan. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so, so much. I really absolutely adore the community that we're building here. You all are just the absolute best. Stay tuned for lots more fun videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.
When did we start?